what did you expect from a film entitled Sausage Party, created by Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, and James Franco, and also literally about a sausage who becomes a hero? To be honest, exactly, that was the first reaction. To be honest, we went in there expecting slapstick, expecting obviously sexual jokes. It is rated R. But what we got was quite an interesting and thought-provoking film. I think there were many good points to this film, although it was literally about a sausage and about foodstuffs living in a supermarket and trying to get to the great beyond, which is in our shopping bags and out of the store, thinking that they, were going to live an elaborate lifestyle. It was about that, and really in terms of the surface level of the humor, it maximized on the concept.
Yeah.
It was literally about the food. Every possible supermarket related food joke, be it sexual or a lame pun, it was utilized to the max, which was really funny. I think you're not expecting to go into this movie to watch an Oscar-winning emotional drama. It delivered on what was promised, and with that, quite intelligently so. It had some interesting social and political commentary, and the humor was intelligent. I found it's toilet humor, but it was written intelligently, and the characters all delivered on their parts quite well. The cast was really good. I think there's no way that Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, and Seth Rogen, James Franco will ever not have chemistry when working together, and they really delivered in this film. And some unexpected cast members as well.
Yeah.
Edward Norton, Paul Rudd, they were well disguised and they played their parts well. The music was good. Meatloaf, possibly my favorite part, and the animation was really, really great. It just made it more
The
fun.
animation, like the movie, didn't take itself too seriously.
Yes, exactly. Interesting fact, they got Alan Menken to do the music, which made it Disney with a bit of cussing and stuff like that. But yeah,
I think I even saw like an iHeart Pixar bumper sticker.
Yes,
somewhere.
I did see that on the drug addicts
Yeah.
number plate. Yeah, so that was cool. It delivered on what it promised.
Yeah. And so to highlight what you're saying, when you go in there, you are just expecting a lot of
Slapstick,
sex jokes and puns, and you're not really expecting the message. And the message came through very strongly from the beginning that religion is stupid, basically.
And also, like, it's so stupid
conflict,
to fight. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're fighting over stupid things that are just made up stories. So if you are very religious, you're going to get a bit of a shock.
But you wouldn't watch a movie called Sausage Party.
Probably not.
If you are.
If you can't at least appreciate that, you might be a little bit silly. And that was completely unexpected. It was a very strong message and well delivered. At some points it certainly flirted with being a little bit offensive, but I think ultimately by the end of it, all the characters, be they our Jewish bagel or other religious friends that we met along the way.
It was borderline offensive and stereotypical.
Yeah, and I feel it was more stereotypical than offensive, but ultimately they all became good, strong characters that was several dimensions, which is good. The first critique, though, that we do have is that it kind of lost the strength of that message. And so there's always going to be a case of very serious issue followed up by a very humorous joke. But it seemed to, near the end, especially lose its message a little bit and become a little bit less thought-provoking and a little bit more
slapstick
sex jokes.
Yeah.
And kind of, if you follow the film, like the ultimate conclusion to life without religion would be that we would all be having one massive orgy, which is funny, but it's kind of like, is this the point you want to make? And then more so in our second critique is that the way it ended, which is breaking the fourth dimension, or in this case fifth, because we receive food as living with the fourth dimension. So then breaking the fifth dimension, or at least the fourth wall, I guess, was the fact that they realized that they were part of that they were animated, and they were about to now go in through a portal and meet the creators and come into the real world.
Yeah.
Which was just a weak place to leave it, because that's literally when they ended. They were going through the portal. So it wasn't, didn't pick up on any of the themes. It wasn't especially funny. You maybe got like one or two more jokes out of that scene, and didn't fit into the rest of the movie. Didn't leave you walking out with like, oh, here's a strong message to take, or this is just meant to be funny. And if there was some political and religious discussion in there, all well for it.
It also didn't show us the creators, which I thought it would, like step into the real world and it'd show you like Seth.
Yeah, I was
Rogen,
expecting another scene after that, and it kind of just cut.
It fell flat a bit.
Yeah, but that's beginning to nitpick a little, I think. Definitely a movie to watch with friends. Also, I think. I mean, we watched it obviously in the cinemas, and we just had people laughing at weird places.
Yeah.
Because also, I mean, Tyler mentioned the animation was really good and appropriate. Also, I mean, you would have seen that scene from the trailer where they realize that humans eat food, and it's horrific.
It's brutal. It's like a human being in the middle of a war zone. That's
Yeah.
the equivalent of it, and they showed that.
And it was genuinely scary, and there was a lot of emotion,
Yeah.
and you were freaking out a little bit, and you're like, this is very scary and dark and evil. And then we were behind us laughing, and then you were why are all the psychopaths in Durban
The baby
sitting behind
carrots
us?
part though, that got
Exactly.
You're eating children.
So, I mean, yeah, so, and also like they laughed a little bit too much at some of the not so funny scenes, and then you're kind of like getting annoyed with it. So watch it with friends, potentially watch it whilst under the influence of things. We wouldn't know about things.
Yeah, we don't know.
Of good times and marshmallows and cupcakes and sunflowers
Not
and
food.
rainbows.
Food lives. It's alive. All vegetarians also like.
Yeah, no, you can't eat anything.
Yeah, you can't eat
Just-
anything.
just don't. Maybe other people. So yeah, those were kind of our two criticisms. Otherwise, a good fun, but you do have to be in the right mood. Don't go in there expecting something that's going to change your geopolitical views or
Yeah.
religious views. Don't go in there expecting something super serious. You're going to walk away disappointed.
And if you don't like dirty jokes,
Then you're also going
yeah,
to.
it's not that kind of high level comedy. It's
No,
usually
no,
sex
no.
jokes, and,
Yeah.
I mean, sausages in love with buns. You make up your mind from that. But good fun overall.
But good fun and well put together and well done.
Yep. So Matt, how many thumbs are we giving this? I'm giving it 2. I had fun. I really laughed a lot.
1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
Cool. So go and check it out if you want a good laugh. I'm Talia,
I'm Matthew.
and this has been the Critics Review of Sausage Party.